Ain't with my type activities, then don't you get involved. Hey, what? How many should I send? Send them all. Take a Say, young, get your chili up. Yeah, I meant that. Hey, black out. If they act out, yeah, I did that.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to upstate New York and Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Arizona Cardinals and the Buffalo Bills.
Tyler Bass to kick off.
Alongside Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico. The kicker has us set for the start. And off we go from Orchard Park. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 23-yard line.
They'll run first carry of the game for Trey Benson. That'll bring this to about the 25. TJ Sanders there to make the play. They'll come up on a second down and 8. Again, it's Benson. And it'll be brought down shy of the 35, but that is good enough to move the sticks.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat.
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Greg Russo, he gets in to drop him for his first sack of the young season. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this second down play.
Let's go now.
Now they'll set up to throw. He gets that to his big target, Trey McBride. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
They'll spread the formation here. Let's see what the call is on 3rd and inches. He'll try to run for it. Here's a designed run. And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the first down.
Really nice job there. They're setting an early tone up front. And listen, these small runs, these conversion runs, they don't seem like a big deal right now. But over the course of the game, expect this offensive play caller to use these downs to build off of. So what looks small now down the line could pay a lot bigger dividend.
They try to set up the screen to the right, but it's going to fall incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Flushed to his left. Taking off. And he's going to be out of bounds following a gain of about 5 on first down. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 5. Now, faking the give. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive. Dorian Williams getting in there to bring him down. His first sack of the season. Play 10 of this opening drive. And here's 3rd down. Forced out wide. He'll fire one deep for Harrison. That is caught. What a throw. Marvin Harrison Jr. Touchdown, Arizona. That his second TD catch of the season. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Cardinals will take a 7-0 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. On the return, it's Tank Bigsby. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line.
At their own 34-yard line.
On play action, Allen moving outside the pocket. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. Oh, the ball's out. Cardinals say they have it, and they do.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
Here we go. Ready.
On the handoff, this is Benson. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Panther 11, 19, 18.
He'll look to throw. Now a deep ball here for Collins. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. It is a big gain for Arizona. And even 30 yards. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's first and 10.
19 sight. Hawk 70. Hawk Buffalo. Ready.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. Greg Russo. He works his way in and a big milestone sack. Number 50 in his career. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Open man, that's Collins. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
It's actually a really nice job there on second down, putting this into a third and more manageable down and distance. Remember, they suffered that first down sack, and so often that can derail the drive, but they got a chance here to pick this up and maintain possession.
They'll try and run here with Benson. And nowhere to go on that one. They lifted him up and threw him down behind the line. On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. This, about as short as you can get. Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cardinals will extend to a 10-0 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Bigsby to return it. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Here's a first carry for their running back. And he's going to have a Bills first down as the tackle is made just shy of the 40.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
A loss of 2.
So after one, the Cardinals have the early edge in this one. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. From the gun, Josh Allen. And he's downfield to the tight end Pitts. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. Big time play there for Buffalo. 42 yards.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Middle.
Now Allen on 1st down. Quick hitting slant there. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Cardinals' 13-yard line.
Now it's 2nd and 1.
Hey, home. Ready? Look out.
Here's Allen to throw. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he's in. What a try. Touchdown, Buffalo. It's his 3rd touchdown of the year. Tyler Bass now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bills are on the board. It's 10-7.
Bills 7. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. This will be returned from the 6. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start.
At their own 20-yard line.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. That'll be taken in. It's Trey Benson. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. Back to throw. That's caught downfield by Harrison. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
A gain of 26 yards.
A run with Benson. A good physical run, motoring forward for 9.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
That's caught by Harrison right side. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
Now give up the middle. It's Benson. Finding space at the 15. He's taken down just shy of the 10. 18 yards on the pickup there. It's an Arizona first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
Flush to his right to the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Terrell Smith. And the Bills are going to take possession here as they get it at their own 4.
First and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for first and 10.
319! Hey, tight. Alert! You go!
To throw is Allen. He's going to let this one go deep. Inside the 40. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 96 yards. Touchdown, Buffalo. Now Bass to tack on the extra point. It's up and good. And the Bills are on top. It's 14-10.
14. Cardinals 10.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. From the 6, here comes a return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Panther streak! Get it!
His drive will start on the ground. Has an opening. Past the 40. Angling to the sideline. Inside the 35. And he is gone. 74 yards. Touchdown, Arizona. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown.
The score, Cardinals 17.
Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10.
5 wide.
Fake the handoff, and now it's Allen. He's going to look for the home run ball. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. Big play there for the Bills. That gains an even 60 yards. They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10. They'll go play action here with Allen. This is going to be caught for a touchdown. But there is a marker down, and you can tell they know this is coming back. To the air is Allen. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. second down. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
For whatever reason, when the ball was in the air, Mike, it seemed to me like he was almost having a little trouble tracking it. I'm not sure if that's what allowed the defender to catch back up, but ultimately it was the contact at the catch point that causes the incomplete, and now it's going to bring up third and real long.
Allen to throw on third and long. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Cody Simon.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He gets this complete to Michael Wilson. And he's out of bounds all the way into enemy territory. Past midfield. A big play after being backed up. It's a gain of 49.
A 49-yard gain on the play.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. They'll work this out wide to Benson. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. They gain 18 yards on that one. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
Cardinals first down.
Here we go.
A gain of 18 on the
They'll look to throw.
first down.
To the left side, into the hands of Collins.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw again. And he's in. Marvin Harrison Jr. Touchdown, Arizona. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
The kicker on for the extra point.
And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Bigsby to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
Alert! Alert! What is that?
Throwing now. Allen here on first down. He's going to air this one out. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
I'm a big fan, Mike, of quarterbacks willing to take chances. I don't want my guys sitting there scared to throw the ball downfield. But as always, it does come with a little bit of balance. He tried to get that one all in one throw and just doesn't get quite enough pace on it, and it ends up going the other way.
Quick throw here is complete. And mark him down up beyond the 30. And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in this second quarter. Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up first and 10.
Here we go.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's caught over the middle. It's Wilson. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. We have hit halftime. Going to take a quick break. Come back. Second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
28-yard line.
The third quarter begins with a run. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring them down for a big loss.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
56, 50, middle. 319. Look out.
Throwing on second down. It's Allen. Now he'll air one out. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Now, how about this? It's a fake. And that is not going to be nearly enough. Talk about a decision right for second guessing. The defense wasn't fooled one bit by that fake. And the offense has turned it over on downs. A give. Here's Benson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
They'll go again with Benson. Open space inside the 10. And he's in! Trey Benson. Touchdown, Cardinals. His second rushing touchdown of the year.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Ray gonna return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he's able to force his way through one man, but he can only muster about a yard on that play. Second down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Going up top. And that is incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
Alert!
Here we go. Motion.
Half. Look out.
On third down, it's Allen. 10 yards on the scramble there. And he picks up the first down.
And that just can't happen. Third and long, just understand, contain the ball, rally tackle, just get the ball carrier on the ground. Not only not able to get to him inside the pocket, he's able to extend the play with his legs and pick up a huge, long first down.
And they're going to work this first down inside the 45. He had 2 touchdowns earlier. Looking to see what he can do here in this second half. That grab gets them a first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
319. Out. What's that?
To throw on 1st and 10, Allen. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Will Johnson. And the Cardinals are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
He'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
He'll look to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. They'll look underneath here to Benson. He's going to have the first down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down. There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
He'll find Harrison working across the field. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Cole Bishop up to make the play. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. He'll drop to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Buffalo 18. 60 Eagles. 60.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. He's got his tight end. That's McBride. And he will get into the end zone. Trey McBride. Touchdown, Arizona. Aubrey good with the extra point. And the Cardinals will extend this 3rd quarter lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Alert! 180!
Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop And they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Now a give on the ground. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Deron Bland with the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7. They'll stick with him again. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. Third down, they need 5. 4th quarter begins on the ground. He's got a 1st down inside the 45. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. A big one there on 3rd down, good for 26 yards. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Round 80! What's that?
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
No, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
On 2nd down, they'll run. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
The 32-yard line. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
They need to get this to the 23.
Middle.
Here's 3rd down. Throwing is Allen. He's got his tight end. That's Pitts. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
1st down.
20-yard pickup there. 1st down, Buffalo. On play action, Allen on the move left. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
And once he got his head around, he realized he was in danger. I mean, luckily, he was able to get rid of that ball before it turned into a negative play.
A design run here for Allen.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
They've converted 2 third downs already on this drive. And here's 3rd and 4. The back of the end zone. He's got it. High hits. Touchdown, Bills. Touchdown here in the 4th quarter, Greg. They have a big mountain to climb, but at least they're technically still alive in this one.
And now, Mike, we're going to see them line up to go for 2. They're going to see if they can get this lead down to 16 points and still give them a chance to fight back here late in the 4th quarter.
Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. That is caught. And they get the 2-point conversion. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. This will be returned from the 6. Oh, he's got room past the 30. They're going to be set up with a short field. What a tremendous kick return.
And that's a heck of a return right there. I mean, he's going to bounce his way towards the left sideline. Just a ton of space over there to run. And they finally get him out of bounds. But not until he nearly managed to turn the corner and almost take it all the way.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Here's the toss as they look to run. And he'll wind up getting about 4 before he's shown the sideline.
At the 35-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
Straight ahead, they go with Benson. Good blocking to the 15. And he'll take this one in. Trey Benson. Touchdown, Cardinals. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. And another score in another good performance after winning the opener on their way to 2-0.
Mike, you can't be 2-0 without being 1-0, and for them to be able to continue to string early wins together in the first part of the year, this is the start that every team dreams about. This is what you work for all off-season long to start your season and build some early momentum. Gives you a lot of flexibility and wiggle room as the rest of this season plays on.
From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Allen. He'll let one go down the middle. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. That's the safety, Jalen Thompson. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Arizona. The extra point by Aubrey is good. And the Cardinals will add one more onto their big lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Bigsby to return it. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Now a handoff, running right. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30. It's a nice start to the drive. A gain of 10 and a quick first down.
At the 29-yard line.
Well, this is something we don't see every day, Mike. A team playing with a traditional I formation fullback. It's kind of a lost art in today's modern game, but in this case, highly effective. Great job by the fullback clearing out the path for his running back, and they're able to pick up the first down. Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Here's Allen to throw. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And he's going to be knocked down hard behind the line.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
He's going to take a shot down the field. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win for the visitors, the Cardinals. They get the victory here, away from home, to run their early season record to 2-0. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.
motion. Name ring bells on both sides of the ocean. Falsetto finesse, swoon baby girl I wear out of the stretcher. She be like, you a part-timer, I'm an all-timer. You a viral artist, I will offline you. Stay far from y'all criers, bar for bar sire. Team full of stars and it all fire. I don't spill words, I Spielberg on a beat. Make a movie, yeah, it's the return of the G. Show them the way, cause they real nerds on the street like Braille. The way I make them feel words on the sheet. He's so good. She like, he's so good to me. He's so good. She like, he's so good to me. The sun gon' rise, the earth gon' spin. Toby gon' kill this beat, a chef gon' cook. You still don't get no looks. No better than Tech Bro Shook. Sticks and stones will break some bones, but your words can't hurt cause you ain't read no books. Stay woke, take notes. Joke, don't look shattered like broke glass.